Hello and welcome to your own YouTube channel. Hope you're doing well. So, our today's topic is regarding Indian Navy's ambitious to build to third aircraft carrier. Currently, Indian Navy operates total of 2 aircraft carriers, INS Vikramaditya, Russian-made, and INS Vikrant, indigenously developed sea monster. In this video, we will try to understand why Indian Navy need third aircraft carrier, and what are its strategic and maritime significance. As we already know, Indian Navy is one of powerful navy in the world and undergoes rapid modernization and expansion. Reportedly, the name of the India's third aircraft will be INS Vishal, as per reports not confirmed. Indian Navy's Chief of Naval Staff Admiral R. Hari Kumar publicly affirmed the Navy's interest in placing a repeat order for the Vikrant-type aircraft carrier. More MPAs are also on the horizon, with Boeing making efforts to revive the reportedly shelved plan to procure 6 additional P-8I long-range MPAs, even as DRDO develops medium-range MPAs based on the Airbus C-295. He said, "Initially we will go for the repeat order with improved capabilities, and in the meantime we will go for a study of larger carriers. By the time a third aircraft is commissioned, the lifespan of INS Vikramaditya may end." Additionally, he also said, "The size of INS Vikrant is 44,000 tons, and we wanted the IAC-2 to be around 65,000 tons. Now we have divided this video into 3 segments to understand the India's need to build third aircraft carrier. 1. To counter influence of Chinese Navy. 2. Expand and modernize fleet in order to maintain balance of power in Asia. 3. Additional option over INS Vikramaditya. 1. To counter influence of Chinese Navy. As of 2022, the China has 2 combat-ready aircraft carriers, the Liaoning and Shandong, with the third, Fujian, being fitted out. Liaoning, the 60-7500-ton ex-Soviet aircraft carrier Varyag, Kuznetsov class, which was only 68% completed and floating in Ukraine, was purchased through a private Macau tourist venture in 1998. In 2011, People's Liberation Army Chief of the General Staff Chen Bingde confirmed that China was constructing at least 1 aircraft carrier. On 10 August 2011, it was announced that the refurbishment of Varyag was complete and that it was undergoing sea trials. The 70,000 tons Type 002 or Shandong is China's first domestically produced aircraft carrier. Construction began in November 2013, and the ship was launched on 26 April 2017. After being fitted out, China's first domestically produced aircraft carrier underwent 9 sea trials over the course of 18 months, starting from May 2018. The ship was formally commissioned into service on 19 December 2019 as the Shandong, with pennant number 17. Fujian, Type 003. The third aircraft carrier, known as Fujian, is an entirely different design than Liaoning and Shandong. It is the largest of China's current fleet. The Type 003 will have a displacement of around 85,000 to 100,000 tons and be slightly smaller in size than the U.S. Navy's Ford-class ships. And one more under construction. China is building aircraft carriers with very rapidly. On the other hand, India has only 2 active carriers, so Indian Navy needs to fill this gap, which is widening. The proposed INS Vishal, touted to be a nuclear-powered carrier with greater endurance and longer range, could play a major role in maintaining the balance of power in this region. People's Liberation Army, which has the world's largest navy, having over 350 warships and submarines. It is understood that the Indian Navy brass has communicated to the Modi government that it plans to move the Defense Acquisition Council, DAC, for acceptance of necessity, AON, of repeat order of 45,000-ton Vikrant class of aircraft carrier after shelving plans for larger warship, 3 nuclear-powered conventionally armed submarines, SSN, in collaboration with key allies like France, and high-tech diesel-electric submarines under Project 76. While the Western media tries to play down the Chinese strike force capabilities, the Indian understanding is that Chinese aircraft carriers, Liaoning and Shandong, can conduct round-the-clock fighter operations, and the PLA Navy is training naval fighter pilots within 9 months. The under-construction 80,000-ton Fujian carrier with electromagnetic catapult capability will be ready for sea trial next year, and even challenge the might of the U.S. Navy in the Indo-Pacific. The Navy aims to achieve a force level of 155 to 160 warships by 2030, with a long-term goal of 175 to 200 warships by 2035. In its relentless pursuit of a formidable blue water force, the Indian Navy has placed orders for 68 warships and vessels valued at approximately Rs 2 lakh crore. One of the most discussed and expensive ship is proposed INS Vishal, which will be India's third and second indigenously built carrier. Indian Navy want to expand as well, modernize its fleet so that it counter and stand two-front war. With third aircraft carrier, Indian Navy can reach deep into the vast Indian Ocean and operates. This strategic move aligns with India's overarching goal of safeguarding its extensive geostrategic interests and countering China's expanding presence in the Indian Ocean region, and INS Vishal will be leader of all naval assets. 3. And last important point. The INS Vikramaditya getting older by every passing year, and country like India can't afford to rely on 1 to 2 carriers. India is very important country globally for trade and commerce, and hence also has center of power when it comes to military. So therefore, India must invest to procure third carrier. INS Vikramaditya was originally a Russian carrier, Admiral Gorshkov, which was commissioned in 2013 after total refurbishing. The 44-AL 500-ton INS Vikramaditya has an airfield with an overall length of about 284 meters. As reported by TNE in December, the Navy completed all the documentation work on the repeat orders, and it is expected that the approvals from the government will come soon. The new aircraft carrier is also expected to be of 45,000 displacements with STOBAR, short takeoff but arrested recovery or short takeoff barrier arrested recovery, technology. The lifespan of INS Vikramaditya may end, leaving the Navy with 2 carriers. Depleting counts of aircraft carriers let the Chinese Navy to dominate in Asia, and power of balance disrupted, tilted towards China. India definitely don't want that at any cost. Being $15 trillion GDP by PPP means India wants to keep power in balance. As always, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.